Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
Ron was like trying to read the lips.
Yeah.
But nothing happens until you open your mouth, so he was right there on it.
Yeah.
And I had a mouthful of gummy bears. Welcome back, everybody.
You had to get those gummies in.
This is the American Car Classics radio program. We appreciate all of our sponsors: New Vision Eye Center, Jasper Engines and Transmissions, Mr. Oil. They've been talking about doing some stuff with us. They're helping us out with our car show at Dolphin Auto.
Hope so.
God, I keep burying my hatchet. I called and asked if Sue Valencia was available to do the show. 8 people or something. They all said
He
no.
went through a whole baseball team before he got to Ron.
Well, Smith. It's the last name Smith.
Right. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Ron's got a lot of time.
Lens is below that.
Yeah, so it's...
Ron, you got a lot of time.
Yeah, I know.
You're a free guy.
what were you going to do tonight if you weren't here?
Well, we were having cocktails before I came here.
Okay.
And then going over next door to my sister's house. She's making sauerkraut and
Hot
kibasa.
dogs.
And have more
Kibasi.
cocktails.
Your sister
you
lives
go.
next door to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who moved in
great.
first, you or her?
me.
Okay. She's glutton. All right. So very cool.
Yeah, so he's going to go next door and have sauerkraut and
And kibasi.
kibasi and more cocktails.
And more
So,
cocktails.
That's important, right?
And where'd you get the kibasi from?
The store.
I don't know where she got it from.
Oh, she didn't like,
It's hard to find good kibasi down
Yeah,
here.
down
good
here, yeah.
Polish kibasi.
Right, you can't get that down here.
Isn't it kielbasa?
Kielbasa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're missing the L in there.
Yeah, well, it doesn't come out when you say it. That's
Yeah.
why. Like calamari, you don't say calamari.
Calamari.
Calamad.
Calamar.
So go ahead. What else you got?
Yeah,
going
man.
on
So
over there?
we could do a little news and some stuff and simmer the show down and get focused on what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
About
Which is-
time. It's funny.
A little history that we haven't done already. February 16th, 1843, a little bit before our time, Henry Leland was born. He was the founder of both Cadillac and what?
I don't know.
Who?
Ron?
LaSalle.
No.
The South.
No.
That was a good answer. though.
Lincoln. Very
Lincoln.
same right there in the L's,
Oh,
though, man.
really? You
You're
did
right
Lincoln,
there.
too?
He creator of the Lincoln and the Cadillac.
No kidding.
Wow.
And the only thing you would associate to is the size of the car. But Fomoco
Yeah,
and General Motors.
And then Lincoln became a Ford product, and Cadillac was a GM product.
Yeah.
So he had ties in both those companies.
But they were both independent of themselves before.
Right.
Right.
And, so GM had to buy out Cadillac.
Right.
Yes.
One for you, Mike. February 15th, 1968, the debut of the AMC AMX.
Beautiful car.
Yeah. The one that they showed in the article was the green.
The green, mean green.
Mean green.
Yeah.
I always think Sublime because of the Dodge,
it's
but
mean
mean green.
Yeah.
And was there a difference between the mean green and the
Sublime.
the
They
Sublime?
were close. They were close in color.
I think
yeah.
the Sublime is darker.
Yeah. Might have been. And then like the blue was big bed blue,
Yeah.
But it was.
How many colors did they have? 4 colors?
I guess in that
Sunburst orange?
with that Go pack, they had they had different colors. So, I mean, my wife's car I think was originally red. I believe red with silver stripes.
And keeping an original color isn't.
It came, when I got it, it was blue, and she liked the color blue, so we kept it blue.
Right on.
That's it.
Right on. February 13th, 1958. My mom remembers this because she owned one. Ford debuted the 4-seat Thunderbird. She said the back seat was not really much of a back seat. Ron, I'm looking at you because you're the only old enough here to remember that car.
I think I remember that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she said she had my 2 sisters in there, and when she was pregnant with me, she said it's time to trade the car in because there are no seat belts in these cars.
Yeah.
You're not putting a kid carrier back there.
And then didn't some of the Thunderbirds, I don't know what year they would, and some of the Thunderbirds have like that they folded in? Wasn't they have like a coupe?
Well,
Had
they
the
had
two
that-
big humps in the back.
50, well,
It was like that whole
yeah,
unit.
was a
that
61.
sat
and
there.
that was a sport roadster. That was
Oh, Sport Roadster.
Yeah, that was a 64, 5, and 6.
Oh, okay.
They made that fiberglass cover that went over, covered the back seat, and it came up to the headrest on the front seat.
Gotcha.
Love that. And he's plethora for knowledge. Glad
Yeah,
that you
he's
came
right
today.
there, right on
Thank you.
top of it.
T-Bird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already talked about the sinkhole with the Corvettes, and I already talked about Dale. I bought a shop that was built in 1974 in about 6 weeks before Dale died.
Right.
And I went to work there for a month. I owned it, but I went as an employee and got to know some of the customers, and that way it was just an easier transition.
Yeah.
And then 6 days after taking it over, Dale passed away, and I didn't show up for 4 days. I just sat in my house on my couch and cried like a baby.
Cried like a baby.
Sucked, man.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, I went out and got my tattoo after that, and then I realized that I had always wanted that Mighty Mouse tattoo that Alan Kawicki drove with for so many years before. So I went right out back after that and got that
And
too.
got a Mighty Mouse
I always
tattoo.
thought Alan Kawicki, this guy from Wisconsin. First of all,
Yeah.
NASCAR in Wisconsin, there's nothing together there.
Yeah.
And he's an engineer. He's going to design the car, build the car, and then drive the car.
Yeah, he worked for himself.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest joke going. There was no way that was ever going to happen.
And then when he won the race,
Yeah.
they ran the Polish victory lap.
Polish victory lap.
Yeah.
Yep. Best
Never
thing.
forget it, man.
Nope.
And now it's the easiest thing in the world because you get to say hello to the fans as you go
right.
around and grab the flag from the flagman and everything else.
Yep.
And then who's that guy that started winning those races and climbing the fence? That Kyle somebody, whatever. So anyway, it's all changed. Steve would be all over me. Because,
Well, that was an Indianapolis thing, climbing the fence
Well,
after
but-
the race.
Right. The whole
Kyle Busch
Right.
climbs the
Right.
fence everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, the whole
And,
bounce.
Tony
Right.
Stewart started climbing the fence in NASCAR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then he gained weight. Tony got big.
You think?
He's small again.
He did lose some
Oh,
weight.
yeah.
We saw him hosting out at the arena in California
Yeah, he
for
looked
the
pretty
Clash.
good, yeah.
And back to the Clash. What'd you think of Did you watch it, Mike, at all?
I watched a little bit of it. It's a short track, so it was kind of
Yeah.
rough. I like to see speed,
Yeah.
Me too. I don't like the short tracks.
You know.
Well, the last time they've been on a track that small was 1943.
Yeah,
there's a reason for
those
that.
are smaller than the dirt tracks.
Yes.
That was a small track.
And now you've got these cars hooked up. They talked about it. Fresh asphalt. They put glue on it.
yeah.
They had tires made just for this.
Yeah.
That car it was not going to break loose. You hit it, and it would hurt the driver more than anything because the car just stuck.
Yeah.
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 So I don't know that they'll do it again, but they called it a success. They said it was great. So
Well, because they had a lot of fans there. It was, a new group of people.
it didn't sell out.
Didn't
sell
They're
out.
never going to tell you it's a failure.
The Coliseum
Right.
seats 110,000 people,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The
Well,
people in Daytona weren't happy about it because that used to start Speed Week.
That's
and,
right.
Right.
2
and
weeks of speed
the
weeks.
hotels lost money.
Now
and-
it's 5 days.
Yeah,
and they
right,
did
right.
lose a lot. And so tomorrow, we're recording here on Wednesday. So tomorrow starts the Twin 125s.
Right.
And then we go on the truck race, and then what I would call the Busch race on Saturday. And then Sunday is the Daytona 500, which last week was officially announced as sold out.
Right.
Now,
Sold
they
out.
lost the back grandstands, which we loved, and they used to seat 200,000 there.
Right.
I don't know what they seat now. I don't know what capacity is.
Nothing near it.
There's no
No backstretch
backstretch
at all.
Yeah.
No.
Right. I did see a piece of news that the DeLorean, I'll read this, the DMC or the DeLorean Motor Company has teamed up with Italian design company called Ital Design to build a new all-electric DeLorean that they say it's still going to have the same gullwing doors, but it's a much sleeker design. Looks a lot more space age and everything else. They're going to do this limited production only. And Ital Design has teamed up with a company called Williams Advanced Engineering to develop this modular EVX platform. They say that the architecture of this limited production thriller is going to be able to hold the 1,360 horsepower electric motor
Wow.
with a what they call it, a kilometer power reserve of 1,000 kilometers.
That's,
That's a traveling car,
Yeah,
man.
if I could remember the name of the car, I can't. But I was reading a magazine the other day about the electric cars, and the car coming out. I think I forget who makes it. 10.2 in the quarter. Electric car from the factory. 10.2.
That's crazy.
That's just crazy.
Don.
It's just, electric. It's tough to pull up next to an electric car because you can't hear it, and can't you get your stereo system and sound like mufflers going through it? You got to hear some.
Yeah,
sound.
Mazda did that for a little bit. They piped that little thing through the engine compartment that you could hear the motor more.
Yeah.
I remember they did something like that.
I heard they did something like that with a Mustang too, in the stereo or something.
Right. Well, but for me, the very first time I ever saw a Tesla. Anytime I ever sat next to one was a gentleman, 70 years old,
right.
Suit and tie, both hands, 10 and 2, in a minivan or whatever it was. And he was at the light. I was in my 92 Nissan Pathfinder.
Right.
5-speed, man. I take off through all my gears.
Yeah.
He was already sitting at the next light stop.
Yeah.
He never looked at me.
These electric cars are
blink.
Yeah.
It was just faster than crap, and I hated him from that day on.
Yeah, I got to hear the car running. It's just hard.
Yeah.
When my brother comes over with his Ford Fusion, it's just you can't hear the car running.
Yeah.
I mean, hear some sound. You got to hear something.
Yeah.
So when are one of the shops in Vero going to start building a hot rod, an electric car? Take a 49 Ford or something like that, or a pickup truck, and
put
an electric motor in it.
How about we take an electric car and put a gasoline engine in it? Let's piss them all off.
Well, that DeLorean we had in our shop that caught fire.
Right.
Somebody made a recommendation about why don't you just make it an electric car,
Well, somebody talked to that guy,
dual engine.
And they ran over to Italy, and they talked to Williams, whatever they are, Advanced Engineering, and now you lost out on every bit of money that you're going to make from that.
That's okay.
No good, huh, Todd? He doesn't want to do it. I know.
I ain't got no time for that.
Guys are putting the electric motors in the Volkswagen Bugs. I've seen that.
Yes,
I haven't seen.
We saw one at Meekum.
Yes.
All right, we're going to hit a quick break. We'll come back and do a little bit more news and stories. These are American Car Classics. Stay tuned.
Todd Byron at Todd Byron's Classic Restoration has been restoring all makes and models of classic cars for 35 years. Todd's full-service shop features custom engine and mechanical repairs, sheet metal fabrication, and high-quality paint service for cars 20 years old or older. Stop by and say hello to Todd and Julie Byron at 1212 23rd Street, right here in Vero Beach, or give them a call at 772-213-8956.
If you want a home that has the style of the coast, come to Sunshine Furniture during the Tommy Bahama and Lexington half-price spring home event. Now until February 28th, you save 50% on all bedroom, dining room, media, office, and occasional furniture with fresh finishes and rich textures made from materials that reflect the essence of coastal living. At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is also filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture from Universal, Hooker, Riverside, Four Seasons, and Capri. We are the outdoor furniture experts and have the largest selection of patio furniture anywhere. Visit Sunshine Furniture now during the Tommy Bahama and Lexington half-price spring home event. All pictures, lamps, and accessories are 50% off. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com. Also, don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store just across the street.
They say a good contractor is hard to find until they find us. Hi, this is Greg, owner of Workhorse Residential Contractor. If you've got a job to do, call Workhorse. We can remodel your whole home, your bathroom, your kitchen, or even just put a fresh coat of paint on whatever you need. We'll give you a fair price, and we always show up on time. We're not handyman, we're licensed and insured contractors. We serve up to Sebastian and down to Fort Pierce. If you've got a job to do, call Workhorse. Find us on Facebook, Workhorse Residential Contractor.
Water service? Don't let your money go down the drain. Make sure to get a quote from Affordable Water. Many times, Affordable Water's original price is less than the competitor's discount price. Yes, Affordable Water really is affordable. Make sure to get a quote today, because you haven't gotten a quote until it's affordable. Affordable Water.
Call 589-7677 for your H2O. Call the Pure Water Pros. Affordable Water.
Treasure Coast Automotive of Vero Beach is your full-service automotive service center, specializing in all types of auto diagnostics on both foreign and domestic makes and models. Located at 795 8th Court in Vero Beach, they authorize computerized alignments and tire service, from tire repairs to full tire replacement with accurate road force wheel balancing. So whether you need an oil change, brakes, a tune-up, or anything to keep your vehicle running great, you can find it at Treasure Coast Automotive. Got a pickup truck? Treasure Coast also does lift kits, lowering kits, and aftermarket accessory installation. Give them a call at 772-794-9061.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're watching us on Spreaker, we appreciate it. Please ignore all the hand gestures that you may have seen before we came back and during we coming back from commercial break. What are you looking at? Don't you say a word. Yeah. We have a stowaway.
Yeah.
She's hiding.
Yeah.
Hiding.
So a couple quick tech talk questions, if we can do that real fast. I haven't done a couple in a few days. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Rick. I've got a 65 Malibu 2-door hardtop. I've got a pretty built small block with a 4-speed M21 rock crusher transmission and a 12-bolt posi rear with 411 gears. It does not seem to hook up very well at all. He says a good amount of engine power, but that is not the cause. He doesn't believe. He says that he needs to get the tires to hook up. So he's thinking about doing a 4-link system. So, I guess that's going to say that he has a stock rear suspension in. He's been looking online, a lot of them, and he says some of them could get pretty involved. Is there a simpler solution that he's overlooking?
Has he got a one-wheel peel?
No, he's got a 12-bolt posi with a 411 gear.
Huh.
But he's got a pretty built powertrain. It's a rigid car, full frame, but he's having a problem hooking it up. So
what year is it?
He said 65.
Oh.
He just doesn't have enough tire on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he needs to do a little mini tub and get a little fatter tire in there.
That's it.
I would still change the gear on that. Change the gear.
It's too big.
What do they call it? Too low.
Well, okay.
Too low. 411's
Right.
too low. You should get into like a 373. Get out of that 411.
Or even a 343.
Yeah, well,
you know.
355 maybe,
Yeah, I put a 343 in Don Beers' truck.
Did you?
68, and I think that's going to be plenty with the big block, but it's not a big horsepower. But as far as changing it over to going full 4-link, Mike, in your 67 Nova wagon, you did the whole Mustang 2 front end kit.
Mustang 2 front end kit,
everything
but it still has the 10-bolt rear in the back.
Right.
Because they took because
12,
it was a drag race, and they took the 12.
It was a wheel stander. Your car was a wheel stander.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, you're going to back half the car.
And in your Chevelle, you did, right, well, you back half, you did the whole.
Engineering.
Right. And that's a lot of money. It gets very involved. So is there
very involved?
So on leaf spring cars, you can go with ladder bars.
Ladder bars. You could put
on coil springs. You can do an airbag in between.
Well, you can do a slapper bar, a ladder
slapper bar, right? You could do coil over shocks. The coil over shocks help give a little bit more.
A little bit,
but not enough to really.
You got to try to stop the wheel hop. That's the big.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing you'd say would probably bring that gear.
Bring it down a little bit, because he's not drag racing. There's no reason.
Right, he's not talking anything about right. So 0 to 60 is probably great, but if you're not hooking up, then you're just burning smoke.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So
they have the I can't think of the name of the bars that they put on it.
Ladder bars.
Not the ladder. They just for the suspension to stiffen it up a little bit.
Yeah, slapper bar.
I don't remember.
Torsion Masters.
I don't remember.
Keep going.
Yeah, I don't remember.
There's got to be a name for it.
It hangs underneath the rear end. You can see the bar.
Yeah, that's a sway bar.
Sway bar. There you go.
Yeah. So they put a larger sway bar.
Yeah.
And they're cornering for sure. The stability of it.
It's
I don't know that
a whole lot of difference.
Can't you fatten?
But I guess you can get fatter, and it does hook to on the rear. It's to the lower string arm.
Yeah, the lower control arm.
Yeah.
The control arms in the back.
The trailing
arms. If you box them in, that might help it.
That helps a little bit.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can box in your trailing arm. You can get a little bit bigger sway bar. You could get a coilover shock, and you could take some gear out of the rear end.
Yeah.
And those might save you a little bit.
Yeah. Or spend some money.
And put a fatter tire on it.
All right. One more.
Sure.
Hey, so General Motors, they have trademarked the classic Buick Electra nameplate. The reborn Buick Electra has been previewed on a concept car late last year, and they might turn this thing into an electric SUV. So Buick might be coming back
with the Electra
because General Motors, the electric Electra.
Wow. Unknown caller.
Hey, man. How in the heck does that work in there? You're supposed to shut that out.
Hold on a minute, everybody.
I can see why you called him last.
Spam risk.
Spam risk. 2 minutes of our show. What does it cost per minute in here, Jesse? I want that paid back. I want to get that paid back.
At least, it wasn't like a nickname, like, Cherry Blossom is called.
Who's Mildred?
Yeah.
I swear to God, your wife's name was Janine. No. Yeah. Very good, very good. Good afternoon, car guys. He says, I have heard. Let's do this again. Good afternoon, car guys. I have heard all of you talk a lot about what years qualify for having a classic car. I have a 2002.
Go ahead.
Pontiac.
What, PT Cruiser?
Firebird. No,
okay.
That's a Chrysler. He says, I don't even have a name. Says, I have a 2002 Pontiac Firebird. I had a broken exhaust stud and went to fix that. While I was doing that, I noticed that I had a broken EGR valve, so I changed that as well. Since fixing that, my issues are strictly on my idle. My idle is very erratic. It does not stall out at all and drives just fine. But at idle, my RPMs are moving around a good bit. Any ideas on what I may have going on? I mean, if they're in the engine compartment and they've changed something, maybe something computer issue.
Yeah.
Maybe it's as simple as a little vacuum leak. Maybe they folded a gasket on the EGR valve or something.
Yep.
Or
could have knocked a hunk of crap loose in it. And
carbon.
Yeah. They're known for building a lot of carbon.
Yeah, and back in our day,
and it also depends on what kind of fuel they're running. And how well they take care of it.
Yeah,
all that crap that builds up.
When we would have carbon, we would take a little bit of cold water.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And drop it in droplets across the top of the carburetor. And if on a good day, you could hear that stuff break loose and just knock around on that cylinder until it started chunking out the exhaust.
You did droplets?
Yeah. You just
I poured it in.
Poured it in?
Poured it in.
Oh, man.
But then you had to have the RPMs up high enough to keep it running. I'd keep it running.
You want to come loose, bro.
1800 or something like that. Yeah. So
I even take a little bit of tranny fluid and then all of a sudden
smoke out the shop.
Yeah, everybody's like, what the heck is going on? I said, I'm cleaning this booger out.
And for noisy lifters, we used to put automatic transmission fluid.
Yeah, the question wasn't about lifters, but thank you, Ron. Mike, we've already done the weekend weather. What's the car shows going on this weekend?
The 18th annual Sebastian Elks Car and Bike Show on Sunday the 20th from 11 to 3. 731 South Fleming Street in Sebastian. There'll be over 200 cars there. We all go. It's a good time. The third annual February Frost Car and Truck Show, same day, Sunday, February 20th, 10 to 2, up at Space Coast Harley, up in Palm Bay. If you don't go to Sebastian Elks, maybe go up to the Space Coast Harley.
Yeah.
Mopars and Brevard next weekend, Friday the 25th and 26th. They're having the swap meet and car show. The car show is on the 26th. That's from 8 to 4. That's at Wickham Park up in Melbourne. And real quick, the 43rd Annual Antique Auto Show by the Indian River region of the AACA, Saturday, March 19th, right over here, Riverside Park. Registration starts at 8, goes to 11. The show's from 10 to 4. Plenty of giveaways, registration, judging classes.
Oh, it's a big show.
Food. Our favorite Greek guy will be there for these gyros. Tony's gyros will be there. So it'll be a good turnout. So
very cool.
That's it.
Okay. I'm going to hit one up. Evelyn Hess, she's a new member of our American Car Classics Facebook page. She's got a car and bike show going on in Cocoa on the 26th. That's a Sunday. I'm going to head up there that way. That's a week from this Sunday. So we'll be up that way. Come out, everybody, to the Elks Lodge. That's on Fleming and 512. And that's going to be Sunday morning. Yep. And this is the 18th annual. And I'm going to tell you, it's a great time. It's a good event.
Yeah.
Good people, good variety of cars. They've got some food, some Bloody Marys going pretty early.
Yeah.
So, Ron, it's good for you to come out.
What time is the show?
Show up
10 to
about
2.
9. You'll be great.
10 to 2. All right, we're out of here. Put the pedal to the metal.
Shake and bake.
Y'all come back now, you hear?